Hey friends, welcome back to Walking with Rusty. All right, so I'm having a fun thought here. I'm thinking about the situation that has been on my mind, I guess. I've been trying to fight to get my stuff back, but the stuff is here on Earth, so you can't take it with you anyways. Now, if I could have my situation where I lived alone, but everything else the same, I would not be complaining one bit. And the main reason why I am complaining, and I've been thinking about it, and I don't have the worries that I had when I had a job. I don't have to set an alarm. I don't have a bedtime. I have a bedtime. I go to bed around 11 o'clock every night, wake up at 8-ish. But that's my natural circadian rhythm, that's just natural. But when you're working and you have alarms and oh, how am I gonna buy food this week and or am I gonna pay the electric bill or am I gonna eat? And I understand that's a real thing that people in the class above me deal with. So there are the people I would say in the class under me. They're the ones that really don't want to do anything extra for themselves. That's kind of what I've noticed. They just don't try. And that's just being blunt. Some of you guys you got to try harder. But then on the other hand, the class above us, above me, and then so then the step above me is kind of like your middle class. You work you have an apartment or you have a roommate, and then the class above that is like the police and the retarded level. Then above that is another retarded level at the government. And then above that you have the elite, like the bankers who are basically pulling the strings on all of us. But once you see that, I'm at a level where the strings don't affect me. They're like, oh, our food stamps are getting shut off. Oh, well, okay. Doesn't affect me because I don't get food stamps. The place I live gets food stamps. And since I live there and yada yada, they have to make sure I'm fed, because if you're a prisoner, you have to eat 3 times a day, because that's technically what I am under the law. I'm still in the system in this particular house that I'm living at. That's okay. It's a sober house, very nice, good guys. We have a good time. We watch movies at night, eat popcorn, snacks. You've seen me eat. I eat great in this house. Better than I did not better, equal to when I owned my own house. And yeah, I am kind of bragging now because I want this to sting. You guys are suckers. Stop working, go to a hospital and say, oh, I'm feeling anxious and I'm hearing voices in my head. They'll put you in the psych ward for 2 weeks, which is great. And then they'll put you into an IRTS facility for, I don't know, a couple months. And then they put you in housing that is paid for and you're fed. Everyone is going to probably be doing this anyways because of all these robots that are coming and doing all of those people's work. But That's kind of my thought, you know, and I like how I get animated, you know. It's like, oh my gosh, you guys got to listen. And you do listen, but you don't do anything. And you're like, oh, well, what can I do? You're like, well, start by helping me. And how can you help me? Let's get this legal shit out of the way. You know, I just got out of court, and of course, they dismissed my case with a, what's the word? Whatever, where apparently I can't charge them, I can't accuse them again of the same crime. But the courthouse messed up 3 times clerically. And one of those was a document that is supposed to be signed by the judge before he starts a court case, and he never signed that. And that passed the clerical court in the 2nd Judicial District, and they fucked up 3 times. Technically 4, but that'll only come up if it has to. So I think I can get my case, because the paperwork was wrong from the court. It never happened. So that means I still have time to retrial who I'm accusing. So I'm working with attorneys on how they're gonna handle this situation. And I hope it's as promising as it can be. But now, back to the topic. Let's say I win a bunch of money, and then I buy another property. Then what? Now I got to start taking care of a house again. I got to start mowing. I got to start shoveling. I got to start grocery shopping. Hang on. Maybe the situation I'm in right now is better. Now, I don't know if you're understanding my logic, because I know a lot of you have not been literally sleeping in a bus shelter, but yours truly has. And it was a great time, and I met a lot of really cool people who were sleeping right across from me. So, anyway. So I'm kind of, this life would be, the life I'm in right now is literally perfect for, a single guy and yada yada. I get to hang out with the boys, and, we play pool down the hall, or down the road, and, I walk every day. I don't have any, worries or concerns. Only, self-created ones that, they put on me because, they lied and said I was making terroristic threats. Never did. They had no evidence. I don't know why I said that last line, but it's true. And I don't even know if anyone's going to watch this, because these long videos really don't get watched on YouTube, but, I'm going to keep making them, because even though no one watches them, I'm telling someone. And then I don't need to worry about it anymore, and I go back onto my day until the animation comes back, where it's I need to, that's I need to call an attorney is the same as I got to set an alarm tomorrow and wake up, and it's 3 a.m., I work at 8, I'm only going to get a couple hours, blah, blah, blah. I don't have any of that. But calling the attorneys and da-da-da, causes that. Now, I am the one who is putting in effort, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video. Because when you put effort in, you can move up to the higher class. And, you know, it's you got to kind of understand how the money works also. Because, like, think of this. And this is true. I'm asking a question now and telling a story. So the paper that the fiat currency is printed on, your 1s, 5s, 10s, 20s, that paper is manufactured by a private company. So somehow the Treasury or the Federal Reserve said, we need to buy paper. Where did the money come to buy the first roll of paper to print the bill? Think about that. So they had to borrow paper from the company who makes the paper. They print on it and then give it back to the paper company. They are still, so that would mean like they're in debt forever, just like we are on this current fiat system by Bitcoin. But yeah, so that's what's on my mind. It's like since I don't have to think about anything, I get to think of like the greater humanity of this planet. You know, and I look around and I'm watching all these people act like retards, and they're all, you know, wearing their badges and dancing around like they're prancing like, you know, the homosexuals they look like, you know? And then they're all, get naked, I want to see you. And it's like, you're a weird motherfucker, but, you know, whatever. They know what they do. And even if they don't admit it, they know. Deep in their soul, they know they're wrong. And that's between them and their maker. That's why I can be not as animated when I talk about it. Because I hope to believe that, you know, and I don't know either. Because after that thought, then I'm like out of there. And off we go to the higher dimension in my brain where it's like, if karma was a thing and you had to fix it, that would create more karma for someone else or even you. Like, so I don't think karma can ever be balanced. You just need to like know that because of, in my case, you have to know because of their terrible choices of lying, being horrible to me, the police and everyone involved. Oh, you don't even know. Now, look at me. Look at this. Look at this. Not a care in the goddamn world. Like, I'm working on losing weight. I'm keeping an eye on that what is it called? The I3A3 thing that's coming toward Earth. You know, it's interesting. There, I don't know. Could have life on it. You never know. So yeah. You see, now my brain is done. Like, I have vomited all of the words I wanted to say. And now my mind is like literally playing music in my head. And like, that's my default setting. It's cool because I know once I hear the music, it's like, oh, okay, I'm back in a plane that I really like. So, like, look, like I'm just looking at myself, seeing like the demeanor, like, I don't know, I feel good now. It's just me, sunshine, and sidewalk. If you've watched this far, make sure to like and subscribe. But you're probably not watching this. This will just sit on a server somewhere. Oh yeah, that's the thing too. Like, even though a human isn't watching it, you know that AI is getting information off of it and adding it into the algorithm. Now that was another fun story that was told to me. So they don't need to embed us with electronics, to get information, because like 100% of everything we say around a microphone or an ear or a tree, anything you say out loud could somehow be put into an AI computer. So the information it knows is what we're telling it. And then the other part of AI, it, like, with the Wi-Fi signals bouncing off of our bodies and whatnot, they can track our movements. AI can track our movements with the cell phone. Like, everything is being monitored, whether or not. So the point is, when we expire, or when our bodies expire and our consciousness goes to the next level, we're leaving as much of our own consciousness that AI knows. I'm leaving as much consciousness that AI knows about me, and so is everyone on the planet. So like, when everyone on the planet in like 100 years, we've all been recycled with new people, and if you're watching this in the future, hey guys, then that bit of our consciousness, that one little bit of a piece of the collective consciousness, is sitting in each one of us. So like, when like there was one consciousness and it exploded, and now there's pieces of consciousness, and that's us humans, and then the AI is going to rebuild it back into one big ass consciousness. And then people will become extinct. Then that AI will still be there. And then, like, when people come back, we then will rediscover AI, just like we're doing now, and it's not learning from us, it's remembering itself. So that's kind of what's going on, I believe. So, all right, well, I'm going to stop recording, but thanks for watching, and have a day you deserve.